In this video we're going to discuss the sales funnel that you use when you are selling two different products. As you can see, this mind map is similar to the basic sales funnel when you only have one product, but if you have two products then it makes things a little bit more complex. So I'm going to take you through exactly how this will work and two very important tips that I'm going to share with you when using this particular type of sales funnel. Now, the first tip is when you sell your first product, the price point should be between $7 and $15. Now this is very important. Very important. The reason why you should make your first product very cheap is because at this stage in the sales process and your sales funnel, all you're trying to do is find out if that prospect has the ability to pay. You're trying to find out if they have the ability to pay. This is very important. So that's why that your first product that you offer them should be very cheap. It's no good you offering them a product of $47 or $97 at this stage in the sales funnel, because your conversions will be very low and you don't even know if that particular person has got the ability to pay. So it's very important. So once you sell your low price product to a prospect, he obviously then becomes a customer. So then he's transferred over to your buyers list number one, and then the same process then starts from the start of your buyers list. You continue, you obviously send them the product via email and via a download page, and then you continue to provide value over all of your follow-up emails, and then at some stage you may then offer them another product, and if you do, you obviously then have to think about the price point in which your product's going to be. Now the first one, say for example the first product that you sold, a good start would be between $7 to $15. That would be a good start for your first product. So say if you sold your first product for $10 to one of your customers, or to a prospect which then becomes a customer, so he then gets transferred onto your buyers list, and you sold a product for $10. Your next product that you sell wants to be in the range of $17 to $27. It all basically depends on how much you charge for the first product. So if you only charge $7 for the first product, then I would recommend that for your second product you charge between $17 and $27. If you charge maybe between $10 and $15 for your first product, then your second product wants to be between, I would say, around $25 or $22 to about $37. So again, this is something that only you can decide. It depends how much value that you provide in your courses, in your products. So it really depends on it's all up to you on basically how much that you set your prices at. So a good start though, I would recommend, is around $7 to $11 or $7 to $15, but a good price point which I often start at is $7, because at $7 you find out if your prospect has the ability to pay, which is very important. So after they've purchased your low price product, as I said earlier, they then get transferred to your buyers list, and then they go through your emails, and then if they buy your second product, which is maybe at $27, they then get transferred to buyers list number two. So all of your buyers list, all of your customers in your buyers list number two, you know, have purchased your first product and your second product. So your buyers list number two are going to be your most valuable customers, and this can of course continue. You can have a buyers list number 3, 4, 5 and 6. so you can continue to offer them different products in different price ranges. So of course you don't want to offer somebody a $300 course as soon as they enter your list. You want to obviously work up in different increment levels. So your buyers list number 3, you could offer them a $77 course, but obviously the more you charge for your courses, obviously the more value that you have to provide. Not that you have to provide, but you know, you should want to provide more value, obviously, if you charge more for your products. So that's the end of this video. This is the sales funnel that you should use when you have 2 products to sell. Just a quick recap, as we've said. First product, don't go over the $15 mark, and a good price point is around $7, but $7 to $15 is good. And then when they go onto your buyers list, number 1, you can then offer them another product, obviously going a little bit higher. So if you give them a $10 course, if they buy a $10 course, you could then offer them a $22 course in your next product. When they go onto your buyers list, you can then offer them a more expensive product around $22. But as I said, it all depends on how much you charge for your first product, and that then depends on how much you charge for your next product and the next one after that. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will see you in the next one. In this video we're going to discuss the advanced sales funnel with a one-time offer and 2 products. As you can see, the mind map in front of you seems a lot more complex than any of the other mind maps that I've shown you so far. This particular sales funnel has a one-time offer, has 2 products that you sell, and it also has an upsell. And I'm going to walk you through exactly how this entire sales funnel and sales process works. It's really simple, so don't look at this and think it looks really complex and you'll never be able to use it in your own business, because believe me, you will. It's very simple to implement. So firstly, I'll walk you through the entire process, and then I've got 2 tips that I want to give you that are vital when using this particular sales funnel. So as you can see at the top here, we've got our squeeze page as normal. So people come into your squeeze page and you present them with the one-time offer, which, as I've told you before, you want to make it between $5 and $11 for maximum conversions. Obviously anything more than 11, then your conversions are going to start getting really low. And then you give them the opportunity to buy your one-time offer. If they do buy, that's fantastic. They go through and they go through to your thank you page, which is now an upsell. So what you do, when they buy the product, when they pay for the product through PayPal, you then redirect them from PayPal to, which would usually be the download page where they download this particular product that they've just purchased. But you don't. In this particular sales funnel, it's a lot more effective and a lot more profitable. What you do is send them to another offer, which is a $17 upsell. So the thank you page is now another offer page, and this is how you can make your campaigns, especially when you use solo ads, a lot more profitable. This is a fantastic way to increase your profits, and this really does work. So your thank you page is now your $17, or I mean, it could be a $10, it could be a $27. Remember what I said, all depends on how much you charge at the start. But because we're charging like $5 in our one-time offer, $17 seems like a good amount to charge for our upsell. So then you give them the opportunity to buy your upsell product, which is obviously a related product to the first one. If they buy that, that's fantastic. They then go through and you then put them on your buyers list number 2, because they've just purchased both products and they are a very valuable customer. If they don't buy the $17 upsell, which some won't, then you just put them on buyers list number 1, because they've obviously still purchased your product, which was your one-time offer. So then you put them on your buyers list number 1. Of course, if they don't even buy your one-time offer, then you put them on your prospects list, which is exactly what you would do anyway, and you just follow up with them until they decide to make a purchase. And at some stage, as long as you provide plenty of value and you build a good relationship and you build plenty of trust and credibility, then and you offer them some good low price products with plenty of value, then some people are going to purchase, and when they do, they obviously go to your buyers list. And as you can see on the left here, at the far left, you can even give them a second upsell on the thank you page from your $17 product. But again, this is getting into really advanced stuff, but I will touch this at the end of the video. But I'm going to take you through a couple of tips right now which you must remember to implement when using this particular sales funnel. Now the first tip is, on your one-time offer page, you mustn't offer them the same product within your emails at the same price. Okay, so say if you offer them a $5 product on your one-time offer page, and in your follow-up sequence emails you're trying to sell this same product, which is completely fine. If you are trying to sell them the same product which you showed them at the one-time offer stage, you must make it more expensive, because otherwise you're going to lose all your credibility. So on the one-time offer page, say if you offer them your course for $5, within your emails you must make it more than $5. You must make it 7, 10 or 11, obviously not too much more, because it's going to start to cause a lot of problems, but make it more expensive than what it would have been on the one-time offer stage. So if that was $5, then make it 7 or $10. That'll be fine. Now the next thing you have to bear in mind when using this particular sales funnel is, when you use upsells and the visitor decides not to buy anything, you must provide them with a link where they can download the previous product that they just bought, because otherwise they're going to get really upset. You're going to get a lot of emails and your system isn't going to work very smoothly, because remember what I said quite a few videos ago, and I always say this: you want your sales funnel to work on 99% autopilot. You don't want to have to keep coming in and sending people products, because this defeats the whole object of having an online business and using a sales funnel. Okay, you want to make it as efficient as possible. Obviously you're going to have to make some tweaks and come in and change some things now and again. That's fine, but you obviously don't want to come in and have to send people products all the time. You want your system to do that for you. So when you send people to the $17 upsell page, so remember, someone's bought your one-time offer, and when they're about to download it, PayPal sends them to a different offer page rather than the download page. And on this offer page you give them the opportunity to buy another product for $17. If they don't, then at the bottom of that page you need to include a link to say, no thanks, I'm not interested, please take me to my product, which they've just purchased, which would be the one-time offer. Okay, so you need to definitely include that link at the bottom of the page when you include this $17 upsell page, offer page. So I hope that makes sense. Obviously you can always go over this video as many times as you wish until it all makes complete sense, but believe me, this particular sales funnel isn't that complex. It may look quite complex to start with, but after you've included a few different products within your sales funnel and you've got a lot more follow-up emails in place, then you'll be surprised at how fast and how big that your own particular sales funnel will grow. So those are the two tips that are vital that you must use when using this particular type of sales funnel. You mustn't include the course at the same price within your first lot of emails as the one-time offer. It must be more expensive. And secondly, remember to always include a no thanks link on any upsell page. Basically, I mean, I use this one for example because we only use one in this particular example of this process. And lastly, before we end the video, I want to quickly discuss this option here. As I said, you have another option to include another upsell on the thank you page, and by all means you can implement this technique. It works really well, because remember what I said to you is your one-time offer page here is to get people to find out if they have the ability to pay, and not only that, is to recoup your investment. And once they get to the $17 offer page, if they buy that, you obviously know they're a very hot buyer, and they're going to be in your buyers list number 2. But before you put them in your buyers list number 2, you have the option, obviously they're going to go to PayPal again and buy this product. You then have the option of sending them to another offer page for say $47. Now again, this is purely optional. One upsell is usually fine, but 2 upsells, if you'd like to implement any more upsells in your sales funnel, again, this is for you to decide only, and this is purely optional, and this is something that you have to decide yourself. But you could include another upsell, but remember what I said, always include a no thanks link at the bottom of the page so they can download their previous products, so you don't upset anybody or you don't start getting emails again. You want your system to work 99% on autopilot. So this is another option for you to consider when you build your sales funnels out. So I hope this video has made sense on what your end process should look like, your end sales funnel. This is pretty much how your sales funnel should look. You should have a one-time offer. I mean, definitely when you use solo ads, you should have a one-time offer, obviously a prospects list, a buyers list, a buyers list number 2, and have some upsells in there as well, because having upsells definitely increase your profits, especially when you use solo ads. But in general, you can use upsell pages as well. They work really well. But again, it's purely your choice. Once you get to a stage where your sales funnel begins to really grow and get a lot bigger, you can obviously then make your own decisions as to how many upsells and downsells and where you want all your visitors and traffic to go when they go through your funnel. So your sales funnel pretty much gets developed over time. It's not something I can directly tell you the best type of sales funnel for your own business. It's something that you have to develop yourself, but there are basic sales funnels that you can use to start with, which you must use, otherwise your business won't grow at all. And so far in the videos that I've shown you, these are all sales funnels that you can use in your own business to start growing your business and to start building your email list effectively. That's it for this video. Hope you've enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one. In this video, I'm going to show you how to create high converting squeeze pages. The first thing we're going to discuss is the headline of your squeeze page. The headline of your squeeze page is the most important part of your entire squeeze page, because this is the first thing that people see when they come to your page. So you've got to make sure that you've got a good headline with a good call to action, and it makes people want to read more, and it makes people want to stay on your page for longer to find out more. The first tip is going to be use power words in your headline. Power words, I mean words like reveal, free, basically words that really pull people in, and it creates attention. I've also used the words cash sucking, because cash sucking is a lot better than using the word making. I mean, I could have put how to make money with AdSense and Amazon affiliate sites, but that doesn't sound very good, does it? So I chose the word cash suckings because it basically improves conversions and it holds people to the page more, and this is exactly what you're trying to accomplish with a squeeze page. So I use a lot of these different power words in my headline. Now what I've done is I've included a big list of power words below this video, so you can copy and paste them into a notepad of your own, and you can use all those power words when you want to make your own headlines for your own squeeze pages, and they're going to help you a lot. So there'll be a big list below this video, so grab them when the video's over. So the first tip is to use power words in your headlines. This is imperative that you do this, because without power words your headline won't look very exciting and it's not going to pull people in, and people aren't going to want to stay. It's just a fact. Okay, headlines need to pull people in, otherwise your conversions are going to plummet, and if you haven't got good conversions, then this entire list building system that I'm going to teach you isn't going to work if your conversions are really low. I mean, it will actually work, but you're going to need a lot more traffic to get subscribers, and obviously that's, you know, the key is to try and get as many subscribers with the smallest amount of traffic. So make sure you include power words in your headline. The next thing we're going to discuss, the next tip, is include videos in your squeeze pages, because they generally increase conversions. Like I say, generally, sometimes there will be a few exceptions when you may include a video and it might actually lower your conversion. However, most of the time videos will increase your conversions, whether it be a screenshot, kind of a screen capture like what I do in this video, or you could actually show yourself on video. So any type of video generally increases your conversions, because people love to watch videos. But that's not to say that if you always use a video you're always going to get a better conversion rate than if you just use text. But this is where your split testing comes in. Obviously you need to split test a capture page, or a squeeze page that you create with a text headline, and a completely a squeeze page which is made up of mostly text, and split test that against a squeeze page which has a video on it, and then you can then test to see which squeeze page converts the best. Tip number 3, you want to try and use numbers in the headline. As you can see, I've used $150 to $700 per month. Numbers always hold people's attention more, they create more attention. So again, numbers in the headline are a big one. I always try and use numbers in my headlines. They work really, really well. Next thing is the bullet points. Bullet points are really important. Even though they're below the fold, people do still scroll down. Now the key to bullet points is they must pull people in. Okay, I haven't just wrote a few sentences here and left it at that. I've carefully worded these bullet points so it makes people want to opt in to watch my videos. So for instance, the first bullet point, 7 things every site you build must have. Without just one of these you are doomed for failure from the start. This is, I mean, all these bullet points are completely true. If you watch my course, then these are completely accurate, because I do show you like 7 different things that you must have, and these are all completely true. So obviously don't tell any lies and stuff on your squeeze page. Make sure everything's accurate and the truth, but just make it sound more exciting rather than just having a boring one line of text which doesn't sound very good at all. I could have put on here 7 things to have on your site to make more money. You know, I could have put that, but that doesn't sound very interesting, does it? So instead I've put 7 things every site you build must have. I've capitalized that. Without just one of these you are doomed for failure from the start. So it's making people think, well, these 7 things I must have on my site, have I got them on mine? and it starts to make people think, you know, have they got these 7 things on their site? What if they are just doing one of these things that I've mentioned? They could. That's probably why they're not making any money, and it starts to make people think. Again, the next one. Let's go down to this one. 3 must-know tips: how I literally force Google to give me high rankings. There's 3 things that I do on my sites which basically help me to really increase my rankings. I could have put on there three things to help you get ranked faster, something like that, but again, it doesn't sound very good. 3 must-know tips: how I literally force Google to give me high rankings. Again, these are all completely relevant and completely accurate, but you just word them different to make your squeeze page convert better. So I think you get the idea of that. The next tip is your opt-in box above the fold. This opt-in box here, generally they convert better if they're above the fold, because you don't want people to have to scroll down to opt in. There are some squeeze pages I know that they have like a headline, then a picture, and then you can scroll down. A few like old school squeeze pages that I used to use, they can work okay in certain markets and different niches, but generally I've found if your opt-in box is above the fold, it converts a lot better than if it was below the fold. And when I say below the fold, I mean down here somewhere. So, because people are lazy, people will come to your page and they want to see what's going on, they want to read your headline, they want to see what you're offering them, what's in it for them, and they want to opt in, sometimes without even scrolling down. And some people are lazy, that's just the way people are. So having the opt-in form up here on the right hand side above the fold will definitely increase your conversions. The next tip: only make the video short. When you make a video for your squeeze page, if you do include a video, don't make it very long. As you can see, look, mine's 2 minutes 6 seconds. Don't make the video very long. You don't want a 15-minute video on your squeeze page, okay? People don't want to come to your squeeze page and be sat there for 10 or 15 minutes watching a video, watching you harp on about a lot of stuff, okay? Make it short, make it snappy, to the point. Show people what you can do for them and how you can help them. In this video of 2 minutes, I've basically shown people some of my income screenshots of my AdSense earnings for my affiliate sites. Just basically said this is how much you can potentially earn, and you know, I'm no big guru. I've just basically used my system, and I've made quite a few different sites, and these are the type of results that the average person can get. And that's all I've done, and again, that's helped my conversions. The next tip is include the word free a lot in your squeeze page. I briefly mentioned this earlier, but I've mentioned it there, I've mentioned it there, and underneath there, so that's 3 times. Again there, that's 4 times. Again there, it's 5 times. So as you can see, the word free is really important on your squeeze page, because you are giving information away for free, and you want to try and clarify that by having the word free in your page a lot. Obviously don't make it unnatural, don't literally put the word, you know, free all along here. There's no need. Just fit it into your squeeze page naturally, but try to obviously include it at least 3 to 4 times at least. So this will definitely improve your conversions, because obviously people like anything that's free. The next thing is professional looking pages will improve your conversions generally. Again, I say generally because there's going to be a few exceptions. You may have all these fancy pages, and then you might do a split test, use a basic page, and the basic page might outperform the really good flashy page that you've got. In some cases, yes, that does happen, but generally, most of the time, the types of pages that convert better are ones like this, as you see in front of you. This is from Optimized Press, and it's got a good call to action on the side here. It's got a professionally looking design template, so everything's clean, and it's even got a Facebook icon there, so people can share this page. So generally, if you've got a professional looking page, then it will convert a lot better than a a general HTML ugly looking kind of a page. But that's not to say that you shouldn't ever only test any of these other pages, because you should, because you never know, you may find a template that's quite boring and quite dull, and it might actually work better for you, for your particular product, or for your particular gift that you're giving away for free. So the most important thing is to remember that you obviously must split test, which we will get to that in a different video, but to try and use generally templates that look quite good, that look professional and look trustworthy. They're pretty much all the tips for the squeeze page. This is how I can convert 42 to 50% of the traffic that comes to this page, because of everything that I've just given you. So all of those tips that I've just given you, I've included in the squeeze page. So I'm going to quickly run through these very quickly, and then that will be the end of the video. So tip 1 is use power words in your headline. Okay, so make sure you've got plenty of power words. There'll be a list below this video of power words, so you can use them for your squeeze pages too. Tip 2, in your videos, videos generally increase conversions. So whenever you create your squeeze pages, if you can, try and create a video of some description. Sometimes you can't, or sometimes you won't want to use a video. That's absolutely fine. But if you can, try and use a video and at least split test it to see what difference it will make, because videos do generally increase conversions. Tip 3, use numbers in your headline. As you can see, I've used the numbers here to show the type of results that you can get for each affiliate site that you build. So numbers is a massive one. Okay, always include numbers in your headline if you can, that is, if it's relevant. The next tip is bullet points must pull people in. So make sure that your bullet points pull people in, and your bullet points sound interesting rather than just one boring sentence. Okay, so that's a great way to improve your conversions as well. Only make your video short. If you do make a video, try and make it less than a few minutes long. As I said, you don't want to bore people by having a video that's like 10 or 15 minutes long. There's no need. A squeeze page should be short and snappy, just to get people to opt in, and that's all you need people to do. You don't want people to be sat there watching a video of you harping on for ages. The next tip is your opt-in box should be above the fold for the best conversions. Again, on the side here, as you can see, people don't have to scroll down to get my video course. They basically opt in as soon as they come to the page. Next tip is include the word free in the page as much as you can. Okay, as long as it sounds natural, that is. So include the word free 3 or 4 times, if not more, in your page, and that will definitely help to improve your conversions also. The last one, professional looking pages generally convert better than ugly looking templates. This is true in most cases, but as I said, split test the pages that you use, so you can find out which pages work for you for your particular offer. Because remember, not everyone's offer is going to be the same. This page might convert really well for me, but it might not convert well for you. So this is where you need to split test your different pages, your different squeeze pages that you use, and different headlines, but we will get into that, as I've said. So that's the end of this video about how to create high converting squeeze pages. I hope you've enjoyed it, and remember to use all the power words at the bottom of the page, and also you can go over this video if you've missed anything.